Hello and welcome to the worst game you will ever see on YouTube. Superman 64, of course. The best. The best of the worst.
In short time, your fate will be sealed, Superman.
Yeah, watch out, Superman. Your fate's gonna be sealed and crap, because we're going into a virtual world! And that's it for the story. We're just straight into it. Right in front of LexCorp with the big old POW thing. You know what I'm talking about. It's like the border that they used when they had the old POW, you know, from the old Batman that's like way past my generation. Anyway, this is Superman 64. If you don't know, considered by most to be the worst game ever made, published on the Nintendo 64 in 1999, not 1996. May 31st, actually, North America. They got the privilege of having this game. I think Europe, yeah, Europe got it July 23rd, so they were delayed. They were spared this game for a little bit. I freaked out a little bit here because the controls a little wonky. I'm playing this on the original system, hence the green fog. If you're playing it on an emulator, it'll all be pink like cotton candy, and it's really a huge eyesore. Lots of fun. So this is half of the game. I'm not even exaggerating that, sadly. You will literally spend half of this game if you choose to burden yourself with playing this. Oh, by the way, floating cars. I was trying to do it here, but because I mentioned the controls are a little wonky, if you pick up that car before it drives, it starts floating in midair. Although it's doing a good job of that on its own. Where was I? Oh yes, controls. The controls are quite terrible for a flight simulator, half-flight simulator. I mean, there's half of the game is land stages, which are, it's a whole different thing. Maybe I'll do stage 2 if people like this video, but, well, we'll see. We'll see. I mean, these are, anyway. And also, on the quality of the video, the frame rate, this is not because of my recording program. This is the actual game's frame rate. The quality, however, that is because of my crappy capture card that I paid, like, $20 for. But, you know, it works. You can see what's going on. Sure, there's a little, I'm not sure what you call it, like, noise on the screen, I think is the word for it. But you get the general idea of what's going on. I mean, if we uploaded the actual resolution, you might burn your retinas out or something. Anyway, back to the info for this game. It's made by Titus Software, who are no longer in business, I think. I don't think I'm... Yeah, bankrupt in 2005 with a debt of $43.8 million. Yeah, I'd say they're no longer in business, and that's probably for the best, considering this game. Yeah, if you want to see a list of their AAA titles that they put out, you can swing on over to Wikipedia, or you can check out Proton John's video on it, which I will probably link in the description, because he does a way better job of playing this game than I do. This little mini-game here, they kind of throw these little mini-games in here. A little mini-game, obviously a bit redundant, but they throw those in there just to kind of mix it up, make you feel like you're having some fun playing this game, so you're not flying through rings for the entire stage, because half the game is the rings. Like I said, 14 stages, 7 stages of rings in all their gloriousness. And the timers right now, not too bad. A minute 40, a minute 30. I think one of them's a minute on this stage. You know, you're just, you know, it gets a little boring, but I mean, for the most part, you're entertained with it, I guess. But yeah, that gets somewhere near 10 minutes later for just one section, not the whole stage. Like 10 minutes for one section of rings. And the best thing about it is, if you fail that ring stage, or the ring section, and like you fail the minigame that comes right after that, you get sent all the way back to the start of the minigame. Or not to the start of the minigame, that would be too merciful. You get sent to the back of the, back to the start of the ring section, as you'll see here in a moment when I fail killing 4 of these guys. Because the combat, like I said, the controls are terrible. So the combat is pretty much out of the question, and the only option you have is just to ram them. But yeah, we're gonna restart this one. They do eventually take pity on you, as you can start from the minigame after 3 failed attempts at it, but only after. So assuming you're on the one with 10 minutes, that means you've just spent 30 minutes to get past like a 40-second minigame, and That's just sad. Oh man, I am in the process of just playing this through just for fun. I might record it as I'm playing through just for the entertainment of YouTube, but certainly not for my entertainment. Well, I mean, the only thing you could be entertained with this game is just how bad it is, because the glitches. Even just playing this stage normally, like, you don't even have to try to find glitches, and you will find them still. Several times on stage 2. You just be moseying along, and bam, fell through the floor. Or, you know, the boss falls through the floor and you can't beat the stage anymore. Something trivial like that'll happen. You'll see. We'll probably get to stage 2 eventually. Anyway, so yeah, 1999, unfortunate release for the United States here, and Lex Luthor, you know, main super villain of the Superman series. He's got a virtual version of Metropolis, and we just enter the portal, and that's pretty much all the context you get. There's actually a story option in the pause menu if you want more detail, but I don't know why they didn't just. It's basically just a big wall of text, so it's not that much. It's not that interesting, honestly. I guess if I do a second video, I'll show it, but I mean, it's there. Which is actually interesting, because if it's a virtual world, then why would we need to bother to rescue these virtual civilians? Because we have to use our super breath to freeze the tornadoes. I'm not a scientist, so I got nothing here. Freezing a tornado, sure. At this point, I'm inclined to believe anything. So you just have to make sure you freeze them long enough, otherwise they come back up because they use their tornado magic or whatever. Yeah, let's see, what does Wikipedia say about this? It is infamous for its negative reception, received from critics, and considered one of the worst games of all time. So yeah, I said that. I think, actually, I'm trying to find the rating for it. I think, if I remember right, IGN gave it like a 3.5, which is a lot higher than I expected it would get. One of the things that you can mention besides the frame rate and the controls and the graphics and all that, like, I guess the graphics aren't that bad for a 64 game, especially of this scope. But I mean, the water, I mean, the wall of water is kind of ridiculous. But okay, so the graphics aside, the graphics are all. Let's just pass the graphics as like a medium, like they pass, whatever. Controls, I guess. I mean, I've been really negative about them. I guess they're not too bad once you get used to them. There's not really any period to get used to it without having to fail the first ring section over and over. So, I don't know if that's just bad game design or... yeah. But the music is what really gets to me, because a 30-second music track is the only thing playing in this entire video. Well, at least it's over now, because that's the end of Stage 1. And, Superman won. Yeah, take that, Lex. So yeah, that's Superman 64 for you. If you want to see Stage 2, just let me know in the comments. Let me know you appreciate it. If you want to go check out Proton John's video, who did a way better job, but he uploads basically every other year. So if you don't care about regular updates and you just want to see a quality video, go check out his. I believe he's up to Stage 7 on his. But yeah, that's going to about do it for today. So I'll see you guys for Stage 2 if you're interested in that. Or if not, then this has been Stage 1, and thanks for watching.